Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, much like we've always been starting, we'll just get this half of the oak tree sold. Should be about 10 grand. We've been doing this recently, try to find an oak tree, cut it down. We have obviously a lot of trees around us, so it's probably best that we can slowly chip away at it now instead of, oh hey, I need to place something, I need to take a bunch of trees down. This way, we'll have an opening ready, hopefully, or, an opening that's mostly ready for a building. Maybe we got cut 3 trees down or something, but we do have this field here that needs to get second layer fertilizer, and then that field back there needs to get planted. That is on the agenda for this month. Not too much, really, but... And I can confirm, that the silo is close enough to the garden that the water is showing that's in the silo. That's why it shows like it is. I don't think it'll become an issue. It doesn't go through that much water in that production. I have filled it up, well, last month, and then when I first made it, I think I filled it up all the way. Otherwise, I really haven't touched it, so it's not like it goes through a ton. Alright, let's get this sold here. It's a pretty tall load. Okay. Oh, 10,500. About the usual for this. Seems to be about what it is. So 61,000. So we're probably looking about 65, 66,000 end for this month total. Pretty good, puts us in pretty good position, like I said. I mean, we're what kind of products do we got left here? We got $33,000 worth of peas, which is not a bad price now. Oats, 19.5 right now. We'll look at peas in here. Was it worth trying to sell now? We could get a far better price if we just wait. We don't have anything that we desperately need to buy. Yeah, so I think I won't. Obviously, if there is something in the sale that we're only, say, 15, 20 grand away from, I'd probably sell it then. But there's nothing that's that intriguing, so we'll keep letting it sit for the time being. Get a little bit better price later. Besides, like I mentioned last time, after today with the planting and the fertilizing, we're probably going to have a little bit of a down period, so I might skip a couple months. So it's not, something where it's like, we need the money right away. We'll be closer to the winter than you would think. As well, if the one field double fertilized next month, after that we can probably jump ahead a little bit. Till probably oat harvest would be the next thing. The barley wouldn't be too far away either. Alright, so here we are. Just making our way to the sawmill with the rest of the tree. I don't think we'll need any sort of fertilizer, so I don't think we gotta worry about picking any of that up. Yeah, about 5 grand, like I figured. Figured it'd be about 5 grand. Yeah, I don't think we'll need seeds or fertilizer, so I won't worry about picking those up. I think we'll just head back and we could start getting the field fertilized for the time being. That'll be the first thing on the to-do list, and then we'll do planting shortly after that. I might check on the fields and how long it'll be until they're ready. Mainly the barley field, because. All right, so I'm gonna get this trailer dropped off, and then I kind of want to cut that one tree down, but then we'll grab the fertilizer spreader. Because we have the one field that does need to get the second layer. Not quite sure how far this will go, so it's more of a guesstimate saying I wouldn't need any more. Not a factual response. But I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm not that concerned about it. Yeah, then I'm going to check how much is left in the barley. It's getting fairly tall. Well, it's not really that tall, I guess. It's still pretty... Well, as tall as the grass, so it's not that tall. It's growth 5 out of 8. So a couple more months till that is ready, and then this should be ready about the same time. Okay. Plan is to put oats into that field over there as well. I'm trying to probably do a lot more shorter growth time stuff. The barley's kind of the outlier there. That's just more so we have some food for chickens whenever we're able to afford them. Because that barley's probably just going to end up sitting in storage until then. That's probably the plan at least. Which, yeah, kind of unfortunate. Well, a crop sitting in storage for that long. But, I mean, it'll be there when we need it, and it's kind of quite important to have. I did download a mod. It's 40,000, I think. It's like a 700 chicken capacity, though, so it's tough to obviously say we could do 700 chickens. It would probably be one of those things where what we would have to do is sell them. We'd have to keep track and sell them as it starts getting over 100 or something like that. We wouldn't be able to keep up with that many. 700 would eat quite a bit of food. We'd have to have far larger fields to be able to keep up. We might be able to if we had all of these fields with barley, maybe. Even then, I'm not 100% sure. We'll do that, and let's see. Is there a ton left up top here? Is that? That looks perfect. And honestly, what I probably could have did on that field as well as this one, I could have fertilized it before I plowed it. It would have had one layer then, and then when I planted it, it would be double fertilized. It doesn't really matter when it gets done, you know, as long as it gets done at some point. That's the largest thing. Where did I put the... Oh, I put the planter over there. I must have been looking at something, just dropped the planter and went on with my day after that. We'll take the unofficial path down here. Like I've said before, at some point we're going to get more paths and stuff. Obviously, it's just, I want to try to keep costs down right now as much as I can. But it will happen. It will happen. Making 2. I like the direction, so. Lowered and turned on, and off we go. Well, I think I'll probably just start a time lapse for this, and we can probably get it done fairly quickly. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. To praise the light living in the dark. Take your time, we'll meet again. Just speak your truth, hoping it's a lie. You can't sleep, so why not give up? Let me tell you a secret. Trust your heart like it's nothing. Alright, so we are just about done here. Should be the whole field all finished up. Looks pretty dang good, Alright, well, I think I could probably sell some more trees. We should have enough time easily to do that. Actually, no, let's go to the next month. We'll get that field second layer of fertilize done. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we can easily skip, ahead to whatever month. We'll just get a move on to, what, July? Check out the sales, see if there's anything good. I'm guessing there's nothing that's gonna, pique my interest too much, but gotta be smart with the money for the time being, so that piques the interest. We're $43,000 short. Do I have $43,000 somewhere? I could sell the peas. That put me about 38,000 more, which put me a little bit short. We could sell a tree on that same load. Oh, that's a really good deal. That's 296 horsepower. Oh, what's that hiding? Oh, actually 130,000 though. Be nice to have, because we'd probably never almost have to get rid of it. It's such a good deal, obviously. How do I make it work though? Such a good deal, and I'm trying to think if I can make that work. Because, like, we're not terribly far. I mean, if I sold this tractor, it'd be 15 grand. Which would put us pretty close. Obviously, it would look a little bit weird with a 300 horsepower tractor plow, using some of our equipment, but we'd kind of be able to use it however we'd want. We will upgrade it in whichever direction. I wish it was there during the winter, because then I'd probably buy it. We could upgrade it to 400 horsepower. Is 300 horsepower, how much can that do for these planters? Could almost go all the way up here. I'm gonna try. We're gonna try. I'll get all of this stuff loaded up in here. Is the price of wood chips any good? No. We will have to sell some trees as well, though, to make it happen. So that's something else we gotta figure in, I guess. We should have some peas in here, I think. There's some peas, right? There we go. Then we'll get the rest. Just put it on top of it almost. If we can. I don't think there's not really a collision in here. That the most realistic thing? No, but there's no collision, so save a trip. Obviously, we'd have a lot of other things that would almost make sense to, you know, buy, because, you know, having a 300 horsepower tractor with equipment that doesn't even need 100 is a little bit weird and isn't needed. But we'd easily have the room to upgrade and make larger steps. We wouldn't have to wait on, you know, getting larger tractors. It's, oh, well, we already have it. You know, we can easily buy it now. It's... Yeah, I didn't expect it. I did not expect it. I really didn't. I was fully expecting probably waiting, which... You know, even this, we're probably going to end up selling our Deutz-Fahr. Maybe. I don't really know if we have much of a use for it after this, if I'm being honest. Outside of front loader stuff, if we wanted. But I'd have to buy a front loader. How much is a miscellaneous item, right? Don't know where it is though. There's these 10 grand. We could just use that instead. If we wanted, I think that would probably be a better bet. Alright, so let's try to get this tree sold first. I'm a little bit worried about being a little high, but we'll see. It's fine. 1,100 bucks, not too much. I wish it was more, to be honest. Some of the trees are worth far less than what you'd think. What it feels like, at least. Alright, so this is all best at sell everything. We'll still be short. So we'll probably have to go and cut another tree down. And get that sold. Then we'll have enough. We'll probably be selling the Deutz-Fahr along with it, though. I just don't really see a scenario where we use it. Obviously, we have the ability to maybe put a front loader, but we could use that other attachment that I had just shown. The 3-point attacher, so like it's probably be built the same cost-wise. It's almost worth doing it this route. We're getting probably 14 grand from the Deutz-Fahr for what it looked like. Might be a little bit more if we sell it at the maintenance spot there. Come on. I know it sells somewhere in here. We'll get this sold as well. We're still going to be quite a bit short. If we sell half of oak tree, we could do it. Make sure it's still there. It's still there. Almost makes me want to turn down the time speed a little bit more. It's a little bit worrisome. Please, nobody buy it. I think we'll rush back. I'll get half an oak tree cut down. We should be able to then sell that larger portion for about 10 grand. And we sell the tractor, I think it's like 14 grand. That should net us enough money. Where we're not completely broke either. So I'm gonna run back as quickly as this can go and get that cut down. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the time speed lower. Hopefully this can stay 100. I really don't like it when there's non-optional options. Just personally, that's how I my opinion on it, I guess. I'll check it before, obviously, I sell the tractor or anything. There will be probably some maintenance it'll be a little bit low on when we first buy it. I'm not worried about that yet. Because we can use it just fine for what we need for quite some time. It'll probably be like halfway down or something like that. It's only 16 hours, so it's not that much. It's hard to say, obviously. Sometimes it'd be pretty costly to do the maintenance on some of those tractors. It's usually best to buy new if possible. But it's tough to pass up a deal like this because we could spend $50,000 in the future and get a 400 horsepower tractor. You know, it only costs us 50 grand versus what, a 400 horsepower tractor is probably 350,000, 400,000, quite a bit. All right, so here is the bottom half of an oak tree. Well, I loaded up a lot more than I normally would, so still 10,500. All right, so that would put us about 10 grand short, like I said, from this because of the optional 17 grand thing. Kind of unfortunate. I know I'm guessing it's a modded tractor. I've noticed it before with some mods where it has a base price, but you'll never be able to hit that base price because there's mandatory optional stuff you have to add on. I think there's some combines like that in here too that I have. It's unfortunate, but it's just how things are. Sometimes you see a price and you're like, wow, that's really cheap for a combine, right? It's 200,000, and that's optional stuff that makes it 280,000. It's like, oh, there it is. All right, so we'll just get it over to the maintenance here. We'll get the tractor repaired and sold. I would assume over 10 grand. Really, we need about 11 grand and we can buy the tractor. Otherwise, we have to go back, pick up the rest of the oak tree, sell it, hope the Fendt doesn't get sold in that time. Is that soybeans right there? For harvest? That would be a good harvest contract, honestly. Because you always get extra, and it's July right now, so it'd be higher price. Sell point wouldn't be that far away either. Pretty sure we can sell things here, I think. Yes, okay. Repair. Repaint. 19 grand. Alright, before we sell it. Okay, still there. Because I do not want to end up with not having a tractor. 19 grand. It's been a long, good run with the Deutz-Fahr. It's gotten us to where we are, and it's gotten us to the point where we can actually afford this. I did not foresee this happening at this point. I'm not going to lie. I don't think anybody would have saw this coming, to be honest. So we'll get it bought. $130,000. And there she is. Wow. Like I mentioned before, does it make sense to buy this? Arguably, probably not. Obviously, it's a little bit higher horsepower than what we need. I think everyone can agree on that one, but it's such a good deal, and it will allow us for like planters, just for example. So we were looking at me buying a new tractor and then buying this. Potentially we could wait a little bit longer and go after something like this, which would be, what, 5 meters wider? And it would allow us to plant any crop with it, which would be quite nice. I mean, right now there's no fertilizer on it, so we have to get it added, which is free. Solid or liquid. I don't remember which one is technically better. If I remember right, there's one that's like technically slightly cheaper. That's $109,000. And we can plant anything with it. So we're not terribly far off from that. Obviously, that'd be far bigger than what we would need. But I do want to be somewhat prepared if we do get land to have decent sized equipment, obviously, because we're going to have far more fields then. And land is like 150,000 around us. 104,000. Not too bad, actually. Well, this one is. So that's something we gotta keep in mind, really. Yes, does it make the most sense? No, probably not. There's multitude of other things we could have bought instead of this. But I think long term, this is going to be a really good thing. Because instead of taking that medium step, hopefully we can just take the full step to a much larger planter or stuff like that. We shouldn't have issues with horsepower or anything for a while. Obviously, we can get any size of trailer we want. Long term, it'll make a ton more sense than it probably does now. Because, I mean, 300 horsepower tractor pulling a planter or a seeder that needs 50 is like, why? But, how it is, I did want to look at this field. It said field 1 was ready to harvest. Was that soybeans? It is. It is. There is a contract for it, so $2,000 plus the bonus, which will probably be another like $2,000. Maybe we can do that next time alongside of our fertilizing one. Get it done then, and that would also net us a decent amount of extra money as well. Yeah, likely next time, more likely, we'll be doing the fertilizing, which I was going to do this month, but obvious things kind of came up. Maybe we'll do that harvesting contract. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with doing contracts in here as long as we have the equipment. We don't have, we're not like going outside of our way only doing contracts or something. So I'll do this one. Obviously, if people don't want to see it in the future, then just let me know. But I'll probably do this one next time. But yeah, that'll be next time. And then after that, we'll probably skip ahead for our own fields. And, winter time when we can get some stuff sold and make some money back. Because we are looking pretty broke at this current moment. Anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.